Hello everyone, in this video we'll take a quick look at Azure Active Directory. Anyway, whenever you are studying for the exam, the best place to go is the Microsoft documentation. And here I'm really this Microsoft Learning. If you go and search for this course, you'll come to the Manage Users and Groups in Azure Active Directory. I'm in here. So there's some really nice diagrams that you can take a look at. One thing to remember, Azure Active Directory is not a cloud version of Windows Server Active Directory. So I want to make sure that you guys understand that all the features that comes in a Windows Server Active Directory is not available in the cloud version. So they're similar, but they're not apple to apple comparison. But you can extend your, if you already have an on-site Windows Server Active Directory, you can extend and you can sync up your users and use the Azure Active Directory. So in this one kind of it's showing that you have authentication available using Kerberos and NTLM. Here's your local on-prem apps. You have the users and groups. They're now synced to Azure Active Directory. Once you have that, you can extend the capability. You can use SAML, auth, OpenID, federation services, and then you can use those features to connect to different Azure apps, Office 365, and other Azure resources. So there are many different cloud-based offerings today, and for main offerings, when you have any of these, you have a default Azure Active Directory. Azure, Microsoft Azure, you can sign up with them. Microsoft Office 365, Intune, or Dynamics 365. I'm really familiar with this product only. The other three I have never worked on it. Subscription. There's another important concept. Subscription within Azure, they're considered as a billing and a security boundary. Like if you have a virtual machine, websites and databases, you can only have those resources tied to a single subscription. You cannot have a one subscription with multiple owners. Okay, a given subscription is associated with a single AD directory, and they have another really nice diagram to kind of describe what they have described over here. So say there is one Azure Active Directory and you are working for one company, and this Active Directory, they have multiple subscription. Okay, now this one subscription can be associated with only one Active Directory. This subscription can also be associated with one Active Directory, but within one Active Directory you can have multiple subscription. But again, over here, this subscription, it's connected to another Active Directory. Now both of the Active Directory could be owned by the same person, and some of the users from this Active Directory, they could be a part of the other Active Directory as well. So that's an important concept. If you belong to multiple directories, you can switch to the current directory using this nice icon. So let's go to our Azure subscription. So let's go over here, and so first of all, if you want to know where you are, here is the username, and under that it's already telling you that you are signed into the default directory. And here, this button, if you click on it, it's going to tell you if there are multiple directories that you are a member of. Like, looks like I'm a member of, this is the default directory. I have created two other directory, test81, and there's another Contour lab directory. I'm also part of this, but there are no subscription associated with those two directories. I think you can create up to 20 directories, and you could be a part of 500 different Active Directories. So let's go back. Right, we were looking at the directory show. Here we are. Let's go back to our here, and let's see anything else that creating a new directory, we can do that. let's create a new directory, and here are some questions. These are also really important that you should take a look at, that will help you prepare for the exam. So let's create a new directory while we're here. So from here, let's do Active Directory, Azure Active Directory, and what do you want to do? Create a tenant. Azure Active Directory is what I'm going to choose, and configuration, organization name, I'm just going to say to test AD to be deleted. So what we'll do, we'll delete this AD. Let's see if this name is available to me. It's available. That's good. So next I'll go review and create basic initial domain name. Everything looks good. I'm just going to create a new directory, and you can create this directory all day long as much as you want, if you have a real need. So this is, I'm just showing you how you create a directory instance once you have access to the Active Directory. And again, what's going on, you can click over here in the notification bar. It will take probably just a couple of minutes to get it ready. So while it's getting ready, the other thing we can do, we can go back to default directory or home directory. Let's go back and let's go to one of the directories that we do not use, like test AD. So I know this is a directory that I don't care, I don't use. So let's see, I do not even have any access in this one. So this directory is probably created by somebody else. I created a user, and from the user I created the directory. So let's see if I have access to any other directory. Looks like this to be deleted directory is available to me. So let's click on that one. Let's see if I'm able to access that directory. And here, so one thing you see, once I change that one, and it's saying I do not have access to the directory either. That's something what I was not expecting to see, but let's see if I have access to anything else. Contours, I do not have access to any other directories for whatever reason. Most likely we have added some of the rules, and that is causing some trouble. So anyway, I'll spend some time to look into that, what's going on with this, because I just created this directory myself, especially the last one. So I should have access to this particular directory, but it's not giving me. Actually, you know what? Why is it telling me? Because I'm already in Contoso lab directory. That's very interesting. So let's look at subscription, and truly I do not have any subscription, and that's how it should be. So it looks like I'm here, it's a Contoso lab, but Microsoft told me that I don't have any access. So let's go back in here. Let's see, click on Active Directory here. Gee, that's very weird. It's told me that I don't have any access, but I do have access, and I'm in there. So let's try it one more time. Let's go back to the test directory to be deleted. I know that I'm gonna probably see the same error message again. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But I look here that I'm in the directory. So here, click on Active Directory. So let's go there. What I want to do, I just want to delete this directory. That's the additional stuff I want to do. So here, I want to just delete this directory, delete this tenant. And tenant just is a fancy term for Active Directory instance. So let's click on this and see what happens. If I click on this delete directory, and Microsoft Azure get permission to be delete from Azure resources. Let's see. Access management for Azure resource. Coder can manage all access. Okay, yes. Save. Updated directory properties. Let's go back. Overview. Let's try it again. And still I do not have. Okay, so this one is still not working the way I wanted. Manage security defaults. Let's look at security is the basic identity service mechanism to recommend Microsoft. When enabled, these recommendations will be automatically enforced in your organization. So something in here is still preventing me from deleting this account. So I really don't know what else I need to do. I've never tried to delete this account before, so at least you know what the Active Directory is, how to create the new directory. And in the next video maybe I'll do some more research and figure out how to delete this directory. The other thing, sometimes it takes some time to update this property, so you may want to come back to this directory, and no, this one is still not working. So Microsoft Azure may be implementing some kind of record action. To delete directory, you need a deleted permission from Azure Resource Subscription in order to remove them as prerequisite to tenant deletion. Navigate to the directory property blade to change setting on access to Azure Resource Subscription. This is very interesting. Directory permission blades, if I go there, I really don't see directory properties is there to be deleted. I don't really see anything that's catching my eye at the moment. But anyway, so that's kind of all I wanted to show you guys anyway. So let's at least change back and go back to the default directory, and I should not see any kind of problem in this one. If I see, I'll be really mad. Okay, so I didn't see any kind of problem in here, so that's good. At least something worked as expected. So that's kind of what I wanted to cover in this video, and sorry that the deletion didn't work. So I promise that in the next video I'll figure it out and I'll show you guys how to do that. Thank you for watching.